皆さんおはようございます。こんにちは、こんばんは。Welcome to the Japanese Easy News article of the day for July 24th, 2026. 2026年7月24日の今日の記事でございます。For our headline today, we have 何色の服が暑い? And here's our short vocab list from the headline. We have 色, color, 服, clothes, and 暑い, hot.So jumping back into our headline, we have all of this as a quote, as an idea. And nani is what, iro is color. So nani iro is what color. And then no, this is kind of saying that this is being described by this. So what color of clothes, or clothes of what color, nani iro no fuku ga It's going to be something or do something, and here that thing is atsui, which is hot. And because we have a question mark, we know this is a question, also with our question word. So it is nani iro no fuku ga atsui? What color of clothes are hot? All right, here is our vocab from the article. We have kiru, to wear, chigau, to differ or to be different, ondo is temperature, kawaru, to change, shiraberu, to investigate, to check, or to look into something. Kion is air temperature. If we look at the kanji there, air temperature, kion. And kuraberu, to compare. Hikui, low. Kiiro, yellow. Murasaki, purple. Midori, green. Koi is dark or deep, and this is when we're talking about a color. A darker or deeper color would be koi. And kuro is black. Erabu, to choose or to select. Toshiyori, which is elderly people. And tokuni, especially or particularly.
暑い日に外に出るとき、何色の服を着たらいいでしょうか。国立環境研究所は、色が違うと服の温度が変わるかどうか調べました。9つの色の服を気温が30度ぐらいのところに5分置いて、服の温度を比べました。一番温度が低かったのは白い服でした。気温とほとんど同じでした。温度が低かったのは白、黄色、グレー、赤、紫、青、緑、濃い緑、黒の順番でした。緑や黒の服は45度以上になりました。調べた人は、よく考えて服を選んだら熱中症になる危険を小さくすることができます。お年寄りや小さい子供は特に気をつけてくださいと話していました。
All right, let's jump into our article.
暑い日に外に出るとき、何色の服を着たらいいでしょうか。
Okay, 暑い日. So we have 暑い, hot, 日 day, 暑い日に. This is our particle ni, talking about time. So on a hot day. 外に. So 外 is outside. Ni, this is our ni saying to go in a direction. 外に出る to go out or exit. So 外に出る to go outside. Toki is when we're saying when. So when all of this happens, 暑い日に外に出るとき. When you go outside on a hot day. 何色 This is 何色 what color. 何色の We have two nouns. One is describing the other. So we use no. 何色の服 which is clothes. So what color of clothes? O. We are going to do something to what is marked by O, since O is our object particle that marks our object. And that verb is kiru, to wear. We are putting kiru in the ta form, followed by ra. This is a grammar tara. And this is if and when. So, 何色の服を着たら. So, when I wear what color of clothes. And then we have i. Tara i, you can almost think of it as its own grammar point. You can use tara and i separately, but tara i is what would be good if I did, right? So in this case, 何色の服を着たらいい? What color of clothes would it be good if I wore? Or what color of clothes should I wear? And then this でしょうか is a polite way to ask a question, so very formal. So, when you go outside on a hot day, what color of clothes should you wear?
国立環境研究所は色が違うと服の温度が変わるかどうか調べました。
Okay, so we have 国立環境研究所. It says Joe here, but it's actually Sho, which is the National Institute for Environmental Studies. Wa, it's our main topic or framework here. Iro ga, so iro is colors. Ga, it's going to do something as our subject, marked by ga. Iro ga chigau. Iro ga chigau. The color is being different, or the color is different. And then to, this is like upon this happening. So upon the color being different, or if the color is different. Fuku no ondo, so fuku, clothes, ondo, temperature. Is no, is saying the temperature of the clothes. The clothes kind of own the temperature. Ga, once again, marking our subject. Kawaru, change. So what's changing? The temperature of the clothes. Kawaru. Then we have kadoka. So kadoka is how we say whether or not something. So fuku no ondo ga kawaru kadoka. Whether or not the temperature of clothes changes. And then we have a verb talking about that, which is shiraberu, to look up or do research or look into a matter. And then that is in the mas past tense, to say they looked it up. So, the National Institute for Environmental Affairs, I believe is what it's called, looked into whether or not the temperature of clothes changed when the color is different.
9つの色の服を気温が30度ぐらいのところに5分置いて服の温度を比べました。
Okay, so here we have 9つ. This is 9 things, the counter つ. So 9つの, we're using that to connect to 色, which is colors. So 9 colors. No, something of 9 colors. 服. So clothes of 9 different colors. O, marking our object. There's going to be something we do to these clothes. 気温が, so 気温 is the air temperature ga. The air temperature is, it's going to do something. 30度. And when we talk about degrees, so we say do. And degrees here in Japan are going to be Celsius. So 30 degrees Celsius, 30度. And then ぐらい is around, so 30度ぐらい, around 30 degrees Celsius. のところ. So once again, we have ところ being a place, and this no used to describe what kind of ところ with the 30度ぐらい, or the air temperature of 30 degrees. に, and then to a place that has an air temperature of around 30 degrees. 5分. Go is 5 and fun is minutes. And we have our verb oku in the te form, which means we place it somewhere or put somewhere. And we put it in the te form because we're not done with our sentence. So we place it in that location for 5 minutes. And fuku no ondo, so fuku, clothes, no, something of the clothes, ondo, which is temperature, the temperature of the clothes. O, it's going to do something to the temperature of the clothes, and 比べました. comes from 比べる to compare. So, they took clothes in 9 different colors and placed it for 5 minutes in a location at around 30 degrees in an air temperature and measured the temperature of the clothes ですね。
一番温度が低かったのは白い服でした。
Okay, so 一番 is number 1, but when we put that in front of something like an adjective, it can mean most. And 温度, temperature, 温度が, it's going to do something. 温度が低い, the air temperature is low. And then 低い, we're being put in the past tense. 温度が低かった. Air temperature was low. And then this no here, it literally means like thing or one. This can take the place of other nouns. So we're already set up that we're talking about shirts. So this can take the place of shirts or the one, right? So 一番温度が低かったのは the one that had the lowest air temperature. 一番温度が低い。は, it's our main topic here. 白い white and 服 clothes でした. That's our was. So the one that had the lowest temperature was the white clothes. In this case, they're t-shirts, but they're just calling them 服 here.
気温とほとんど同じでした。
Okay, 気温 is the air temperature とwith the air temperature. ほとんど is almost, and 同じ is the same. And we have でした again for was. So now we're talking about the white clothes here. The white clothes were around the same as the air temperature. So hardly any change at all, even when the sun hits them. They were about the same temperature as the air.
温度が低かったのは白、黄色、グレー、赤、紫、青、緑、濃い緑、黒の順番でした。
Okay, so once again we have a no here modified by 温度が低かったのは. So same phrase, the ones that were lower temperatures. And then were, huge list, which is 白, white. We'll just go through this list. I'll just tell you. 黄色, yellow. グレー, gray. 赤, red. 紫, purple. 青, blue. 緑, green. 濃い緑, dark green. And 黒, black. No, something of all these colors. And 順番 is order, followed by でした again. So that is was, right? So the ones that have the lowest temperature were in the order of white, yellow, gray, red, purple, blue, green, and dark green, then black.
緑や黒の服は45度以上になりました。
緑や黒. So 緑 green, 黒 black, with や in the middle there saying green, black, and like things. So in this case, other colors that were similar to those two. の服. So clothes that were green, black, etc. は main topic here. 45度 45 degrees 以上 or more になりました. So we use に with our particle なる when something becomes something. And this is in the past tense with the mas form なりました to say it had become this. So the green, black, and similar colored clothing had become 45 degrees Celsius or more.
調べた人はよく考えて服を選んだら 熱中症になる危険を小さくすることができます。
Okay, so let's real quick just look at this full sentence. This is technically one sentence, but then we have a quote that has multiple sentences in here. So let's just look at the main sentence. We have 調べた人. So 調べる to look into it, to do research. The past tense 調べた modifying 人, a person. So this would be the person that did the research. は main topic or framework here. They, then we have quote と話していました. So と we put after like a quote. It basically says the stuff before this is a quote that I'm quoting, which then we can use a verb after that. That verb is 話す, to speak. And then that is in the ている form and in the past tense, since that is what they were saying in the past. So the person who did the research said, and then we get into our quote, and we had よく考えて. So よく is often, or in this case it's well or thoroughly. よく考えて. 考える is to think about something or consider. We have it in the て form because we're continuing. So think about it well, and 服を選んだら. So 服 clothes, を we're going to do something to our clothes, and that verb is 選ぶ to select. And then we have たら. This is a grammar. We use the past tense of a verb with ら, and that means when and if this happens, or when and if you do this. So よく考えて服を選んだら. If you select your clothes after thinking about it well, or if you think about what kind of clothes you're going to wear, and then choose your clothes. 熱中症に. So 熱中症 is heat stroke. 熱中症になる, we talked about になる being to become. In Japanese, that's say get heat stroke, 熱中症になる. And then that modifies 危険. 危険 is danger. So 熱中症になる危険, the danger of getting heat stroke. を we're going to do something to that danger, and that verb is 小さくする, which comes from 小さい, small. When we take that e from that e adjective, 小さい, change it to a ku and add する. That's how you say you make this e adjective into, or make it into that e adjective. So 小さい being small, 小さくする would be to make something small or decrease something. So 危険を小さくする, decrease the dangers of getting heat stroke. And then we have our verb 小さくする followed by ことができます or ことができる with the mas form, which means you are able to or can. So if you think about what clothes to wear and then select such clothes, you can decrease the danger or the risk that you will get heat stroke. And that is the first sentence of what this person is saying. Let's go to the last sentence.
お年寄りや小さい子供は特に気をつけてくださいと話していました。
Okay, so お年寄り is elderly people. お年寄りや same や here. 小さい子供. So 小さい small and 子供 children. And this ya is saying the elderly, the children, and like groups, people like that. Wa, it's our main topic as far as elderly people and children go. Tokuni, tokuni is particularly or especially. And then 気をつけてください. We've seen this phrase a lot in the past few days. 気をつける is to be careful. Putting that in the て form followed by ください is how we say please. So, please, particularly elderly people and small children, be careful or watch out, since those people are more prone to becoming sick and getting heat stroke. So, all right, ありがとうございました. Once again, if you're in Japan or anywhere else where it is getting freaking hot, take care of yourself, and I hope I will see you around. If you have not, please like and subscribe. Would really appreciate it, and I will see you around. またね.